Is 9 and no rain here, but on real-time Doppler 4 there's a pretty good line of thunderstorms out here offshore. They're moving in our direction, and we expect later on tonight to have some pretty good downpours. Until then, the evening looks just fine. All right, now here is our weather pattern where we have a high pressure system up to the north, as we've been talking about. There it is, and that's what's giving us the breeze in here off the ocean. You can see all the rain well offshore, so some of that will begin to filter in here. Now let's take a true view look at tomorrow, because things are going to start to develop, although tomorrow we're not going to be under the influence yet of the circulation from the hurricane. But we will have that little bit of a disturbance. Actually, it's out ahead of the hurricane that's going to come by. So super steamy sun, again, high humidities, and some storms likely blowing in from east to west, moving on off to the west in the afternoon hours. Then we get down into the Thursday time frame, and here now we start to get under the circulation of the hurricane, and we start getting a northeast wind here. So later in the day, we should notice the breezes increasing. This is no matter what happens. Even if the storm is well offshore east of the Bahamas, we'll feel it because this is a big, powerful hurricane. And we could see a passing shower, but a lot of sunshine sort of mixed in with this as well. All right, here is the satellite sequence once again, just in case you weren't with us at the beginning of the program. Moving just north of due west in the direction of the Bahamas here. We can go down to Puerto Rico and see the radar. There's the eye right there. Very clear. Now it's just extending out of radar range, so the hurricane obviously extends well up to the north here. There we see a very, very well-developed eye. They're just getting passing squalls and no serious problems in Puerto Rico. All right, here once again is that future track. So here we are Wednesday, that's tomorrow, the southern Bahamas. Thursday in the central Bahamas, but hopefully off to the east, possibly down here to the south. And the further south the track goes, the worse for the Bahamas and the worse from us, because as the storm is moving, the right side is the strong side. And then Friday in this zone here somewhere, and of course, obviously that includes us here in South Florida as a possibility. Now I want to look at this again because this is what's critical, obviously, the end of the week. Now here is the question. If you were watching Max Mayfield, who was with us live just before 5 o'clock, he was talking about this high pressure system here, because if that's strong, then that's going to tend to keep the storm on a further southern track, and some of the computer programs do that. If that's weak, and this weakness sort of is the stronger thing, then the storm is going to be able to move further to the north. That's what it's all about, really. And then in the Friday time frame, it looks like that's going to weaken. So the possibility is for it to come in somewhere closer to us and then turn north. It's going to turn north because the stronger flow is coming. The whole question is, when is the high going to get out of the way and let that happen? And at this point, we just don't know. Okay, here's the forecast for South Florida in detail. Warm and humid tonight, very steamy. Storms moving in off the ocean, about 79 for a low. Sun and clouds mixed tomorrow, some storms likely, and the breeze increasing late in the day, but like tomorrow evening, high up to about 90. East to northeast winds 10 to 15 knots tomorrow. And then increasing more on Thursday, and we're just going to put depends on Francis for Friday and Saturday. It should be better by Sunday, no matter what happens. All right, back in more in a few minutes.
Thank you, Brian.
Police ask them, is it yours? They say it is. It isn't. Apparently, it was stolen in Hialeah Gardens. That's part one of the story. Let's go to the
medical.
Stay with us, everybody.
Comcast delivered.
Four Eyes. Find the brands, find the prices, lose the attitude.
Keep moving with Local 10 Traffic, sponsored by Weston Nissan Volvo. Simply the best.
This Labor Day weekend, forget all the hoopla. Go straight to the bottom line at Weston Nissan.